So the top hat glue just got what is probably the best buff in the history of the tower, I think. So let me walk you guys through everything that's happening. Now this buff is really good because it covers all of the problems that the glue had. The glue never had a problem versus damage types because it can pop all types of balloons. It never had some sort of a range problem, I want to say, but the only problem that it had, well, it was actually two problems. Number one is the fact that the lower tiers were very slow attackers, and number two is that the price for the dissolver used to be, that's the dissolver is by the way the tier 3, so this guy's price was a little bit high for what it does. So now Ninja Kiwi in the latest update decided to address both of those things. So now the price of the dissolver went down from $2,500 to $2,000. So that's a huge decrease. And by the way, while we're at it, let me just buy this guy, I guess. Can we get the corrosive glue? I don't think so. So it's gonna be just these two guys that are supposed to defend everything. Is this gonna happen? I don't know. I see a lot of blue balloons. Hopefully it does. I see a red balloon as well. So we're gonna have to switch the sniper to first real quick. And I think I'm just gonna keep it on first. Oh my god, the glue is missing. Please no. This is so close, but I actually think the sniper has it. So he's gonna attack the red balloon, now the blue balloon, and yes, there we go. We got it done. And now that we got the corrosive glue, just take a look at the price on the dissolver. 2.1k, which is kind of cheap for Chimps mod. Now the second problem that Ninja Kiwi solved was the fact that this thing, the Bloon dissolver and the liquifier after it, did not have enough attack speed. So now they have 0.5 seconds attack speed, and previously used to be 1 second for the tier 3 and 0.75 for the tier 4. So essentially what this means is that the glue is attacking a lot faster than it used to, and this solves a lot of problems actually. Okay, so this is a ridiculous setup. We have the corrosive glue just like a 200, so yeah, we kind of managed to defend, which is really nice. I wanted to get Eti because this is, well, a part of the plan that I have. So I'm gonna have Eti like this, I think. I'm gonna get the bigger globs onto the glue, and I think that we're gonna stop here because I want to go for a discount village next. Now the plan for today is that we want to be buying a bunch of Moab class damage, and I'm gonna let the top hat glue deal with all of the small balloons, but the catch is that I'm not gonna be getting the solver. I'm gonna stop at the tier 4. But are we defending these? Oh my god, the glue actually got these guys at the back, and is this gonna be, and I see a yellow balloon. I think it is gonna be enough. Guys, this setup is it's ridiculous. This shouldn't be working out, but it is. Okay, so we got level 5. Let me get the discount village first. So let's try and get both the sniper and the glue in range. So let's go, like, I'm gonna be buying an alchemist actually. So let's have the village like this, and let's buy the discounts first. And now take a look at the price. It's even lower. The dissolver at 1.8k, and then the splatter at $890. So again, guys, all right, so for this one it seems like we have to use the Eti ability, but I don't want to be doing this. Actually, if we get the splatter now, is the glue by itself going to be able to deal with 27? So I wanted to save the ability for this round, especially for the yellows, but I guess we're gonna have to go without it. Yeah, let's see what happens versus the yellows. I think maybe we put the glue on strong just so it focuses down the yellows. And so I wanted to play on this map, by the way, because the glue, especially this new glue, it's gonna need a couple of chances to attack, if that makes sense. So it does have some attack speed, but that attack speed is not enough. So if you give it a lot more chances to attack, then it's gonna do well, but this round is a problem, it seems like. Okay, so let me buy like an emergency tower. Like I was thinking a druid. I'm gonna have the druid like this, and I'm gonna have, by the way, a little bit farther away from our towers because I'm gonna buy an alchemist here that's gonna be buffing the glue. So let's see if this is gonna work out. Probably the sniper should go on strong on first. Sorry, let's just keep it on strong for a second. And no, that's about it with this round. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so the reason why we had an issue on 27, and actually we might have an issue on this one, let me just switch the sniper to first because he's targeting the Rio Zebras. It's just the fact that we still haven't gotten the extra attack speed on the glue. So let me just see if this is gonna be fine. The sniper is on first. We are just about there with the money. I'm spamming it. It's really close. We bought it, and I think, yes, there we go. We finally clean out, and this is the new one. Okay, so I'm super excited to test this tower out. I think this is just an amazing tower, guys. And right after we bought it, look at what's happening. This guy is not even budging, so no attack speed yet, no alchemist attack speed buffs. This is just like the new 320 guy, and he's destroying. I should probably switch this guy to first, actually. Let me keep him on first. Let's see what's happening. So round 36, this is gonna be an important round because this is a huge wave, and the previous one would not be able to defend it. Yeah, look at this thing. So he's not getting them all at the top, but once they move out at the bottom, he is cleaning everyone out, and this is just gonna become better because we're gonna be giving this guy a lot more attack speed. Oh my god, look at this thing. Just a 320 glue, that's all. And they even made the glue splatter a little bit cheaper, so this thing is just like ridiculously cheap overall. I am so excited about this tower. Oh my god. Let me get the primary training. What else do we want to buy? I think we're gonna stop there just for a second. We're probably gonna need some Moab class popping power, which we're gonna find, I guess, through this sniper, which we can make it into an elite defender. So let's go like this, keep it on strong for a second. Guys, I am super excited about this tower. I think that they did a really good job in buffing this one. This is one of the buffs that I'm most excited about in this entire update. So let me buy the semi-auto, by the way, which we are gonna be able to buy because we got the discount, I'm pretty sure. And let's see how the glue does versus round. It's gonna melt these guys, right? So yeah, exactly. So the dissolver is not exactly that strong because it melts 2 layers every second. So that's like 2 damage per second. It's really not a lot, but take a look at the liquifier. 10 pops per second, and it also drops, you know, these puddles on screen. And here it comes. So round 49 is an important round because it's just trying to overwhelm you, right? So it's it's giving you so many balloons, like these small green balloons, a bunch of ceramics behind them. And the whole problem that this tower used to have is the fact that it was just not able to glue all of these guys and it's not able to do the damage. But look at the new one. Look at the attack speed. It's getting every single one of them. I know that the sniper is helping out a little bit and Eti, but come on, guys. This would not have been happening with the previous one. Let me actually help out the glue just a little bit. I want to buy an alchemist, but I want to have the alchemist only buffing the glue and not the droid at the bottom that we bought. So I think if I have the alchemist like this, I'm just going to keep it as a 320 for now. We're going to buy the strongest sim later on. Okay, let's actually kind of move things along. So let's have the sniper on strong now, so it focuses down the mob class balloons, because that's probably our only mob class buying power. Let's just kind of see how we do versus this one. So 54 is actually going to be an interesting one. So 54 has a bunch of ceramics, and look at what the sniper does. The sniper is breaking everyone up into yellows. This is a disaster. So you don't want to be dealing with this much amount of balloons, but look at the glue. Extra attack speed, doesn't care. The sniper is actually not helping us by us having the strong and attacking ceramics, but the glue just doesn't care, guys. It just has so much attack speed now. Let's see how it does versus 55 actually. So again, another problem with the sniper, and I know that this is creating issues for us, by the way, but I'm just leaving it on purpose just because I want to test the limits on this new glue. So it's just a 320 glue. Keep in mind, absolutely ridiculous what this guy can do. Yeah, I think we should probably switch this guy to first, by the way, just for this round, I think. Okay, 57 sniper is on strong, so 2x2 mobs and a bunch of small balloons actually beneath them, like these rainbows. And so the sniper is only focusing down the mobs, which means that all the small balloons, or at least the majority of them, are being dealt with the glue. So Etienne is not exactly helping a lot because he only has 2 drones now. 59, this one has no mob class balloons, but it has a bunch of ceramics, camolets, and then a bunch of Rigo ceramics. So I'm gonna do the thing that you're not supposed to be doing. I'm gonna keep the sniper on strong, and let's have the sniper create problems for a glue, and let's see if this guy's gonna be able to handle everything. So far so good. These guys are gonna be regrowing these ceramics. Hopefully we can glue them on time, and I think we are gluing everyone on time, guys. This is ridiculous. Okay, so let's keep pushing it. I guess round 61, a bunch of regrow zebras. They're gonna regrow a little bit, but the glue is gonna get all of them. Are we gonna have a bunch of purples? You know, good thing about the glue is that it doesn't have any weaknesses, right? So it just does well versus all types of balloons. How much money do we pay for this thing, guys? It's round 63. I don't know. We bought it under a discount village, but I don't think that this is more like what, like $4,000 or something like that, about that range. So let's see how it's gonna do versus 63. And has it finally met its match? Yes, it met its match. Yes, 63 is just a no-go. All right, so the time is gone for us after 63 rounds to just get rid of our $4,000 defender versus small balloons, and just let's upgrade to the liquefier. The liquefier got buffed as well, so this guy is attacking a lot faster as well, does a lot more damage, and it seems like the dissolver doesn't care versus 63, right? I mean, I even have the sniper on strong. Let me just move the sniper on first, and let's not just shoot ourselves in the foot for no reason. Let's just go like this. And once you buy the liquefier, I think the liquefier is just on the next level with the dissolver. Oh my god, look at this thing. So look at how it's not even close. You guys remember where the dissolver went? All of the balloons versus the dissolver just went out in a second. Like, I don't want to say it wasn't even close, because it kind of did a good job, but it wasn't exactly close. It was gonna lose, but the liquefier is not losing, and we have the money for the solver. But you know what? I'm not buying the solver, guys. So we are just gonna keep rocking this guy as much as possible. If we can end the game with the liquefier, that's gonna be amazing. Okay, so it's round 75, and let's go a little bit crazy with this round. So you guys know how the point of this glue is that it's dealing with small balloons, and what I'm figuring out from this run is the fact that this guy, the liquefier, is probably gonna be completely fine versus small balloons, like up until free play, which means the first 80 rounds. So I'm putting it in the category of something like the more glaives and probably the recursive cluster. But let's take it a step further. Let's try and keep this guy for the entire run. Oh, by the way, 76. Let's see if it's gonna defend 76. I think the sniper is, yeah, the sniper is the first, which is kind of good for this one. And let's see if it's gonna be able to defeat 76 by itself. And I think it's going well, guys. I think it is, actually. I mean, I see some regrows, but no, we get it done. It's fine. Okay, so let's actually go for a mat, because the whole idea with the mat is the fact that, well, the mat is only good versus mob class balloons, and then the glue is only good versus small balloons. So let's see if we're onto something with this one. Now, the mat is gonna be a super expensive tower, so I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna do with the money and if this is even gonna be affordable, but let's just give it a shot. Actually, you know what? This 78, so these are the camo ceramics. This is, by the way, the second wave of ceramics of 78. So we dealt with the first one, no problem. Yeah, we dealt with the second one, no problem either. But 79 might be an interesting one, because there are a lot of small balloons onto this one, like all these rainbows. So let me actually lock this guy somewhere, like somewhere on the side. Let's switch the sniper to strong, and let's see if the glue is gonna be able to hold off all these rainbows. I guess the drones are helping out a little bit, but it is just mainly gonna be the glue. And look at how many puddles it spawns because of so many balloons that are appearing on the track. And yeah, I don't think that this guy is gonna struggle versus anything, guys. This glue, they just made it so much better by doing this small thing. All right, so we're entering free play mode, and if I'm correct, this glue is not gonna struggle versus super ceramics either. Oh my god, he just pops in so fast. All right, this thing is just so good. Yeah, do you even need the solver nowadays? Like do you actually need the solver? Because the difference in attack speed with the solver and the liquefier is just so small. The liquefier is 0.5 attacks per second, and the solver is 0.25. So it's only a 0.25 attacks per second difference. honest, I'm not sure you need a solver, guys. Look at what this guy's doing. He's just owning everything by himself. We're doing well so far, so if we defeat this round, we're gonna have the mat, and then the entirety of the small balloons are going to be left to the Bloon Liquefier, which is a 420 tower, which costs about $10,000. And I gotta be honest, if you can deal with every single ceramic balloon in a chimps game with about $10,000, then that just speaks volumes of how good the tower is. So these small class balloons are barely popping because we have no damage versus them. Oh, some ceramics. Let's just leave the ceramics to this guy, to the liquefier, and we are gonna have the money for the mat right now. So let me buy the mat. This is gonna be a huge wave. There we go, a huge wave of mobs, which we're not gonna deal with, well, with the glue, but we're gonna have a lot of ceramics coming out, and look at all these ceramics that just get melted down by the liquefier, guys. Okay, so we're about to enter the 9s. It's round 89, and a bunch of 45 ceramics on this one, and I've been, you know, just kind of thinking about this round and what this means for the glue. So even if the glue, the liquefier, fails in the 90s, this is just like such a big win for this tower that it just doesn't even matter, because this is, again, this is like a $10,000 tower that is winning basically everything that the game throws at you on chimps mode. It just doesn't care. So let's take a look at this one. It's gonna be a bunch of BFBs with a bunch of small ceramics beneath them. So this is definitely like, if something's gonna overwhelm this glue, it's probably gonna be one of these rounds. It's gonna be 91, and then 96 and 98 are gonna be interesting ones with the small balloons as well. But it doesn't seem to care. Look at what's happening up top. Like, all these ceramics are just getting melted the second that they touch the glue. We can even buy the solver if we want to, but we're not touching the solver. There's no need to buy it. Is the solver like a necessary tower nowadays? I don't think that you need to be buying the solver, guys. I think you can just keep it as a liquefier. 420, it just does amazing. You know, one advantage that the solver has with the extra attack speed, I'm gonna be honest with you with this one. So one advantage that the solver actually has versus the liquefier is that because of the fast attack speed, you can, and it actually attacks with 2 projectiles instead of 1, you can afford to go for the bottom crosspath, and the bottom crosspath makes the glue last a little bit longer. But again, the solver was always such an overkill that now this tower is the correctly balanced glue. I feel like, oh, wait a minute, we're having some balloons make it on the other side, and never mind. No problem. Yeah, absolutely no need for the solver. It was always overkill, so yeah, you can just keep it as a 420. It's completely fine. Do you need to buy, like, if you wanted to, does it make sense buying an overclock? I don't think it does, because, well, if you have the money for your overclock, you just go for the solver. So I think you just keep it as a 420, right? And it's just gonna deal with everything. 96, Eti is level 20, which means that we caught this permanent UCAV. It's really not doing a lot of damage, I'm gonna be honest, because if you take a look at the amount of bombs that Eti has, like 135k, and the glue is like 350,000. So you know that this glue is doing the majority of the work. Alright, so around 98, this is gonna be a huge wave, and actually, I tried some shenanigans here at the bottom. Don't ask what happened. I'm actually gonna tell you, I tried selling Eti because this UCAV, it's not doing a lot of damage, but I kind of want to see just the glue go to town. I know that the glue is not gonna have any issues, by the way, because, well, you can see what's happening here up top, but I was like, let's just have it just as a mat and the glue only. And I think we also discovered like a 3-tower chimps combination in this video, right? So you can probably do something like just Eti, glue, and the Darling. Although, is it possible to start like that? Can you just go for something like a 200 glue, because there's no way to buy these other guys? Anyway, that's round 98, and none of the blues made it onto the other side. Like, everything just popped as soon as you reached our towers. Guys, I could not be more impressed by this glue. Yeah, I think Ninja Kiwi, it wasn't an over buff, but it just, you know, the buff is so strong that I'm gonna say that the solver is probably no longer necessary. It's definitely a lot better and it has its advantages, but it's like you can get by just with the 420 glue, and this buff is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I could not be more impressed by this, guys. A $10,000 tower which just owned all of the ceramics up until around 100. That's just crazy how good this tower is now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.